Everybody, it's Ollie here with the Crypto Granny team with yet another crypto market podcast for Monday, October 10th, 2022, and it is currently around 2 p.m. here on the East Coast of the United States. We see the total crypto market cap today around 911 billion, and it's been around, I would say the market's been trading sideways since June. It's been around above and below the 1 trillion mark a few times. We see total volume today also down 150.53 billion. We see Bitcoin dominance at 40.58. We see gainers today of only 22 and losers of 78. Some big gainers today. We have Huobi doing well as Tron after the news that Justin Sun's merger and acquisition group, I guess, bought Huobi. So that's an absolutely bullish story for Tron, bullish story for Huobi, and just absolutely great for the crypto space in general. So we look at the Bitcoin 4-hour chart here. I mean, as of this morning, we were right around 19,313, below the 200-day moving average, but still very much in a sideways trend. That's about the same with Ethereum. Ethereum's at around 1313, a little bit below the 200-day moving average. Then in terms of global markets, we see the VIX today is all the way up at 32. We see oil is slowly on the rise. It's up at 92 today. The dollar back up at 113. We see the 10-year yield at 3.9. So surging, but it's on the chart today. It looked like a double top on the 4-hour and the daily chart. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. The S&P is down. We see gold is absolutely getting smashed over the past week here. Then we also see the US 30 struggling as well. The crypto fear and greed index today is 22. Yesterday we were extreme fear at 22 as well. Last week at 24. Then last month we were in fear at 28. So when it comes to the key risk events in the markets, make sure to listen to Susie's podcast she's put out over the past week, which really touches upon the global economic situation and some of the key factors that are affecting that. So all I'm really going to touch on is some big events coming up this week. So we have GDP come out of the UK on Wednesday. We have some CPI figures coming out of the US for month over month and year over the year out of the US on Thursday. We have retail sales out of the US on Friday. So some big numbers coming out. And tune in to Granny. She will talk about all that. But even though we are in a bit of a tough time here, I guess, in just investing in markets in general, remember that we really believe that cryptocurrencies are the opportunity of a lifetime, and that everybody needs to get educated and invest their own time and energy into learning how cryptocurrency works. You know, what is blockchain, how to navigate and safely store your own crypto assets. So everyone needs to know this, and that's what we preach here. We want you guys to get educated, and by joining our community through Patreon under Crypto Granny, you guys can get educated with tons of videos, tons of documents, PDFs. We have coin reviews and a great online Discord community as well. So make sure to like and subscribe if you like what we're preaching here, and to join our community. So let's jump into some headlines. So kind of a scary story here out of Ukraine. I guess the Prime Minister's office was destroyed by a missile strike. This is reported by the Ukrainian media. Then apparently we have two conflicting stories here. We have Germany backs joint EU debt for loans to tackle energy crisis. And apparently they are only to do loans, not grants for energy, because they want their money back. But then there was another report that said that this was false, that they are not joining that. So conflicting arguments there. When it comes to crypto today, we have ripples in the news for hiring a web designer for the marketing department, and they will be in charge of directing technical choices and putting different versions of the website to plans. But I know that Ripple's also hiring for the new Toronto branch as well. So one of the few companies here that are still hiring among this crypto winter. Then apparently we have FTX, who is supposedly upgrading their exchange in November. And they also recently partnered with Visa. Well, they already partnered with them a while ago, but they are collaborating to expand FTX's debit card to support 40 countries across the globe. And as I mentioned before, we had the rumor earlier today and yesterday, or last few weeks, is Justin Sun really buying Huobi? And Huobi was just bought up by a merger and acquisition fund, and Justin Sun is the core investor in that. And the cost was around $1 billion. And then this in conjunction with Tron, who has surpassed 4 billion in total transactions since its conception, and they added 4.8 million transactions alone in the past 24 hours. And as I mentioned in my second part of this podcast, where I look at the network activity, Tron is consistently in the top for transactions, payments, activity, and whatnot. And they also have a lot of value locked on their protocols as well. I mean, around 6.4 billion. So they're in third for overall total value locked in their ecosystem. So it's going to be interesting to see how Justin Sun manages Huobi. I gotta say, he's really taken over a lot of those Asian markets. I mean, he is the owner of Poloniex, now Huobi. He has the Tron Foundation, BitTorrent. I mean, the guy has quite a foothold in Asia. Then we have some cool news out of Brazil. For the first time in a single month, more than 12,000 Brazilian companies made crypto purchases in August. And that is up from June, where it was 11,000 firms bought digital assets. So great for world adoption of blockchain, and South America is really getting into the blockchain space. I mean, they definitely need it for their economies. You know how they have regime changes like every other year in some of these countries. And Brazil is an example of that. So definitely bullish. I believe some of those Brazilian banks are also partnered with Ripple and XRP. And so let's move on to what's trending here in social media and on the internet in terms of cryptocurrencies. So according to CoinCodex, we have Toma Bridge, Terra Classic. I mean, they're both intertwined with each other. We have Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, SHIB, Solano, Terra Classic USD. We have the Sweatcoin, ADA, Floki, Mooney, Matic, Big, Quant, Tron, Doge, Mcoin, Binance, Cosmos, and Terra in the top 20. Then on live CoinWatch, we have Tron, QSP, Tether, Cosmos, Helium, Elron, Ethereum Classic, USTC, and then Luna. And then on Luna Crush, the coin of the day is Litecoin. The top 10 by social mentions are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tech Trees Coin, Rich Quack, Solano, Terra Classic, Uniswap, RBX, Samurai, Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu. And on Google, they're talking about Kim Kardashian crypto. Kim Kardashian crypto post, IMPT crypto. So, crazy what people look up. So let's look at Bitcoin some more. So on the 24 hours, we're down 1.02. We're up 0.06 on the week. We saw a previous Bitcoin close of 19.44 thousand. We see inflows to exchanges and Bitcoin held on exchanges both down today. See an opening price of 19,490, a low of 19,129, a high of 19,562. We see Bitcoin market cap at 369.88, which is down from Friday, we see volume at 567 million. So super low volume today, not even as typically over a billion. So almost cut in half this morning. Then we look at Bitcoin dominance here, 35.42% according to Masari. We have Ethereum 15.33. See estimated leverage for Bitcoin at 0.43, which is slowly rising. And looking at exchanges, see total open interest on derivatives market is increased today at 42.51 billion from Friday. Then we see global trading volume down today at 126.10 billion. I mean, spot's only doing 56 billion, and derivatives is only doing 69.3 billion in trading volume. So looking at the broader markets, some big gainers. So we have Terra Classic for some reason. I just stay away from that. We have Huobi token is up 21. Just, which is on the Tron network, is up 11. And that's because of the acquisition of Huobi. Great news. We have Woo Network up 5. And some losers. We have Celsius down 7. And they just had a string and bad news. I mean, the CEO basically sold a bunch of his crypto before, it went bankrupt along with his wife. He resigned. I mean, the co-CEO resigned. There's not even a guarantee that they're going to be able to repay anything. So we'll see what happens. Rumor that Ripple was looking at acquiring their assets as well as FTX. People are still looking at it, I'm sure. Then let's look at the past week here. We see Sologenic, which is up 90% in the past 7 days. Well, that's cool because I got some free Sologenic when they did that airdrop on my Sum wallet, so that's definitely bullish. Then we have, let's see what else here. Digital Bits up 57. Nest is up 49. I mean, nothing really of note here. Then losers, we have PULI is down 34. QLC is down 27. Celsius down 22. Bone Shiba is down 22. Looking at sectors today, mostly down. See, cannabis is up 4%. Crowdfunding is up 14. Social is up 1.7. Alright guys, so that's basically wraps it up today. See, the big headlines here is that the acquisition of Huobi, that's some fairly big news. And everyone seems to be buzzing about the XRP versus the SEC lawsuit. I mean, it was definitely big news when the SEC said that, or the SEC, the judge forced the SEC to hand in the documents. Whether the SEC does that, we'll see. If they don't, that'll definitely be a big win for Ripple, I'd say. So until next time, guys, stay safe and good luck. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.